What's up, Renegade Nation? Before we begin the video, I want to give a shout out to our most recent Patreon supporters and YouTube members. Goliath Burrito, Forbidden Fan 12, Steven Stanton, Kent9 Dave 69, Saturn Coon, Fishcake, Nicholas A. Montgomery, Tatcap, Johann Stenfeld, Anthony, Russell Kanai Ueker, Luis A. Sandoval, Samaran 1, Shane Lindroth, Firefox 2590, Crispy Bacon, D, Evo, Jasmine Taylor Studley, Scav King, Zombie, Stinging Shadow, Cursing Throne 92, Jacobus 92, Owen, The One Who Crawls, Cesar Valentine, Joshua Suzik, Travis Tennant, Malik, JPC2, Jacob W, Alex Cole, Joshua Wire, Malik Black, Kiki, and as always I want to give a shout out to our executive producers Bevan Brummett and Vincenzo. Thank you all very much for your support. If you want to become a YouTube member, click the join button which is down by the subscribe button down below, and if you wish to become a Patreon supporter, click the link in the description to find out more. We'll see you there. Oh, I got a new tool. Wait, is this a... Oh my gosh, dude! I can melt through metal now. Yay! Any upgrades available? Hello, hello. You know what? I got a full minute of blowtorch. Here we go. Here you go.
I still do not have a TikTok.
I tried to set us up one, and I was just like, this is... I just need to hire someone to like take clips of our videos and just post it on there, because honestly, I don't know anymore.
It's like the meme generator of 2021.
It is. It's Vine. It's basically Vine of 2021.
Just, I mean, they go so fast. It's just like scroll, and...
Yeah.
You see a lot of the same memes. They're just basically memes with audio.
Basically, yeah. Although there's some that absolutely about kill
there's
me.
some gold on there.
There is
actually
some gold. I'll show you one.
I just don't have one because you have to dig through a little whole fuck ton of cringe to actually find the gold.
So
I'd rather just...
this is one that happened. Me and Chad were watching.
Yeah, you showed me this one and it just didn't click with me the same way.
So this girl, you can barely understand a word she's saying, and this is her.
The fuck?
It was a dog.
Yeah.
They were fucking with the dogs like while it was trying to growl, and it sounded eerily like her.
I couldn't even hear what she. Yeah.
She was saying something along the lines of, so all you do is you hang off the back of the truck like this.
The fuck, man?
I don't know, but that dog's face scares me sometimes. So, yeah, we have Nuke's top 5, yet again. 5 ghost videos, so scary, oh so spooky. They should ban TikTok. You know, there were people who were saying, ban TikTok a couple years ago. Now I think people have just been like, it's whatever now.
Like you said, it's kind of like Vine or,
I remember people were saying, ban Vine. Who can make something so entertaining? Who can make something entertaining in 6 seconds? And then all of a sudden, all these Viners are just like, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Embarrassment, because I see a lot of those TikTokers. Some of them have gone on to like really cool careers. I know Rudy Mancuso and all them. But then also Vine is where we got the likes of the Paul brothers, Jake and Logan Paul. And, yeah. Also, I will say this. Thomas Sanders is a gem, and I really wish Vine would have stayed alive and he would have just kept creating stuff on there. But, well. It is what it is. So,
He's got a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I know. And his YouTube channel is good. It's just, for me, his razor-sharp wit and quick-wittedness really came out best when he was on Vine. I mean, and that's no like me not shit. That's not me trying to shit talk like his stuff now. His stuff still is very funny. It's just for me, I just thought it was funnier back when he was on Vine. That's it. But yeah, a lot of people have like now it's TikTok. People are getting TikTok famous, like COD God 76. Dude, you should see that guy, dude. 45-year-old Call of Duty player, COD God 76. He's pretty badass. He's quite the loudmouth. No, really, he shit talks with some of the best of them. He's like, I'm gonna make you TikTok famous. Go on, say some stupid shit. I'll make you TikTok famous, boy. Just mad shit talker, and I love him. So if y'all are ready, shall we?
If I ran into him, I'd be like, I'd rather have my face sewn to the carpet than be TikTok famous.
I'd rather... no, I'm not going to say it because I don't want that mental image going through your all's heads. Yeah. Anyway, we got ghost videos by Nukes here. Let's go ahead and get this going. Here we go. Nukes Top 5.
Top 5 Ghosts, Caught on Camera. Randonautica Revisited. You might recognize TikTok user Matt Hall from a previous video I did about Randonautica.
So I saw this thing that a lot of people were doing on TikTok called Randonauting. It's an app that you download and it gives you a completely random location close to you that you go to, and apparently it's supposed to be a glitch in the simulation or something like that.
Randonautica.
Holy sh**.
Oh.
Is there anybody here?
Now, since his terrifying encounter in the woods, Matt Hall claims that he has had a new and even more horrifying encounter at his job. Matt says that late one night, when he was working the overnight shift, a security camera at his work started beeping. Now, the security camera has motion sensors and only starts beeping when someone or something disrupts the sensor. Naturally, Matt immediately went to check the camera. He was chilled to the core when he saw this.
There's literally somebody outside, like, dragging a bag at my work. No, sorry, I'm just recording in case something happens. I can't see his face. Where's he going? He's literally running down to the door. He's coming up to the door right now. See? Oh my fucking god! He's outside the door. He's outside the door right now. No, there's nowhere to hide in here. It's just this one room. The door's locked, but...
I'd be getting the hell off my phone and calling the cops if I were you, dude.
He's like behind the building now. I don't... Can you just get here, please, really?
Matt frantically calls 911 to summon the police. While on the phone with the emergency operator, the outdoor CCTV camera records a man dragging what looks like a trash bag right in front of the building's exit. Matt says that the police came and searched the area surrounding the building, but they couldn't find anyone. Even more baffling, the garbage bag the man was carrying was simply stuffed full of old clothes. So was this encounter somehow connected to Matt's previous randonauting experience? Was it even real? Or was it just a TikTok hoax?
If it was just a bag of old clothes, it's probably just a
German
homeless guy or something.
Maybe. I mean, dude, here's the thing. He said the police showed up, but you can say the police showed up, but if you actually call the police and they show up and it's fake, then you can get in trouble. But if you say the police showed up, then you can't really get in trouble. Because it's not considered an abuse, it's just considered a lie. Whereas if you abuse the police and lie to the police, then that's a problem.
Well, if he had the footage out there,
well, yeah, but again, he may have known the guy and like have been faking that. I don't know. I'm not saying it's fake. This is me in skeptic mode. I got my skeptic hat on and I got the bullshit flag right here just in case. So I come across something that I think is bullshit. But
I mean, if I had a bullshit flag right now, I'd throw it. So.
You would?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Bullshit.
Okay, so that's
not impressed so far.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in that app though. Like
Randonautica.
I kind of want to go to places around here that are
that
supposedly
app
glitch in
does
the
sound
simulation.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm gonna do this for each one of these videos now. Everyone who participates in these videos.
Flag that says bullshit on it. I
want to make a. So right
get
now,
like AVGN bullshit flag.
We each get a bullshit flag. So there's Jacob's. Yeah. So right now it's just napkins, guys. So if we just happen to get bullshit flags in the future, we'll make that a real thing.
I'm not that likely to throw one for one of these, just because, it's.
What about that one for Mr. Nightmare with the girl supposedly getting the satanic chant up in the vents? Like,
that's cool shit.
That one was just really easy to call bullshit on because it was too cinematographic, whatever.
It was too well thought out. Well too planned out, and the cinematography was way too good. Filmed. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we each have a bullshit flag now, which are just napkins, of course.
I do like watching CCTV footage though.
Oh yeah,
because it's like it holds the camera still. And you can see just enough to see what the fuck's going on.
Yes.
It's just the ones where they go out with a ghost cam that only goes up to 10,000 ISO and shoot in the dark, and it's nothing but film grain. They're like, did you hear that? It said, help me. I just help me and fucking go away and want to play. Like, that is the most I don't know.
You want to play a game?
Yeah,
I heard that little girl. That sounded.
Corny,
I mean, honestly, I would like to see the raw audio of that clip,
it was too
and
clear.
to see if it was see if there's a clipping artifact, because that's one thing that they've done to expose cheaters and expose people who've faked stuff like that. And in all honesty, I mean, that was out in the woods too. Usually stuff out in the woods scares me because, there's a lot of scary stuff out in the woods.
Yeah.
I've encountered some pretty scary things walking around.
I'm more scared of animals, really, than anything.
That's fair. But for that one, Jake threw the bullshit flag.
Yeah.
Me, I'm going to reserve mine for now. You can throw it as many times as you want for each of these, but that one, I'm fairly skeptical of it, but if it's real, it's real. Anyway, let's move on.
Reddit user Overhype13 claims that he and his friends were randonauting when they were led to the middle of nowhere, a seldomly traveled walking path in the woods in Germany. They had pretty much given up finding anything when they suddenly spotted a mysterious flower and a plaque on a tree.
Okay, also, warte. Wir haben eine neue Intention gesucht. Also wir haben eigentlich ohne Intention gesucht. Ja. Er hatte den Point angemacht und wir waren irgendwie so mitten im Wald. Ja, warte. Ja, das der Radius. Wir sind halt direkt da beim Radius. Ja, Punkt ist da. Ja, wir sind auf jeden Fall im Radius. Und jetzt haben wir die Gegend abgesucht, also so ein kleiner Weg. Wir haben die Gegend abgesucht. Hier ist halt nichts. Hier war halt nichts. Bis wir eine Blume gesehen haben. Ich filme das mal. Hier ist halt so ein Schild. Thilo, guter Freund, Ruhe und Frieden. Das haben wir jetzt gar nicht gesehen. Aber jetzt achte aufs Datum. 24.07. Welches Datum haben wir? Sag's mal.
July 24th.
Ja, war der fucking 24. Mann. Das war vor genau 2 Jahren. Wir haben das fucking gleiche Datum. Ey, das kann doch kein Zufall sein. Als ob das genau vor 2 Jahren war. So, als ob hier jemand vor 2 Jahren gestorben ist. Scheiße.
Reddit user Overhype13 says that after he did some extensive Google searching to find the man named Thilo, who passed away exactly 2 years ago on the exact spot where Randonautica sent them, he wasn't able to find anything. Overhype13 believes that there is no way the Randonautica app could have known about the memorial sign that shared the same date as their exploration. This mysterious incident remains unexplained.
Well, yeah, but I think what happened probably with that is that the date was a huge fucking coincidence.
Probably.
But most likely someone went and set that little sign up and then put it on the app.
Maybe, but I don't know how Randonautica works.
Like it had been there
I don't know how Randonautica works.
Maybe they said it's supposed to send you to random places in your area that are supposedly a glitch in the simulation. Yeah. So that makes me think that it's places other people have recommended people to visit, basically. Like it's probably user set for the places to go to.
Yeah, I can get that.
This sounds cool, but at the same time it creeps me out a little bit because what if someone sets up a place like in a fucking downtown back alley like just waiting on people to like come there, and if they happen to be watching it at that time, they fucking mug
Basically a version of the Craigslist killer.
Basically.
Yeah, I get what you're
I mean,
saying.
not necessarily kill you, but at least mug you.
Yeah, mug you and take all your shit.
Yeah.
Which is why I wouldn't go alone.
Yeah, we should go with a group of like at least 3 people, and we should probably take like at least a big ass knife or something, if not a gun.
Yeah, I got my pistol, and if I can get a concealed carry permit, I'll definitely take it with me. But anyway, let's get back to this.
User Tyler Vasquez says that after watching many strange videos about the Randonautica app, she simply had to try it out for herself. The app gives her a location about 1.5 miles from her home, so she travels there and documents her.
That was stock footage. It was stock footage.
I'm about to say, damn, 1.5 miles take that long? I could walk that.
Yeah, I could walk that in
probably
few
20,
minutes.
30 minutes. Yeah,
Easily.
Experience. The location she is led to is a secluded creek, surrounded by woods. What happens next is downright chilling.
Alright, so I think I gotta go this way down a creek. Alright, this one I found so far. Pretty creepy. I'll go see what that is. Okay, so I just opened up one of the photos, and it's whatever the that is. Then we have these random 3. This one's it's your birthday with the snowman with, I don't know. And these 2 I just put together. It's like, play with me. Alright, I think it was just my imagination. I think I'm just hearing, but I'm trying to read these. I swear I'm friendly. Play with me.
Taylor finds creepy drawings scattered all around the rocks that look like they have been drawn by a child. Then she hears the unexplained voice of a little girl and just runs. When Taylor Vasquez posted her video to TikTok, her viewers suggested that the creepy little voice actually says, "You hide and I'll find you."
Play with me. Play with me.
After many requests by her viewers, Taylor returns to the creek 3 days later to find out more about the strange drawings.
So I just hiked the mile back to the randonautic spot. Brought a flashlight as a weapon this time.
A flashlight. Ooh. Watch out, guys. We got a badass over here. If I'm going back, I'm taking someone with me.
When she said, "You'll hide and I'll find you," on the same exact frequency across, each time you move the phone, the microphone frequency would change like that.
Yeah.
It was too audible and just bullshit. Yep.
As you can see, there's no one around me. I'm trying to go quick so that I don't waste too much time. These drawings are creepy as I feel like I should just grab them all really quick. If they have messages on them, because then, like, those look like symbols.
I hear it. I heard it.
Maybe it's not to figure out what they mean. Maybe there's meaning to them. I'm too scared to stay that long. I'm so fucking nervous. I'm taking that too. Right, so I grabbed everything. I don't really see anything else.
The voice is there again, but it's now quieter, and Taylor doesn't really hear it at first. The soft little voice seems to say, "You're not my family. You're gonna die if you don't go."
They have messages on them, because then, like, those
I heard
look like
that.
symbols.
Taylor collects many more strange drawings that are scattered around the area. But then the voice gets louder and says,
I don't really see anything else.
Later, she posts her video, and when she reads the viewer comments, she makes another shocking discovery.
Okay, so I don't have a lot of time right now, but I saw this comment and I'm kind of hyperventilating, freaking out. This girl posted that she saw a f***ing child in my video. No one was with me, and tell me if you guys think that looks like a ghost child, because I don't f***ing know. But I didn't know if she photoshopped it or not. So I went to my videos and I screenshotted the exact part that she shows right there. And I see the face too. And so now I'm actually freaking the f*** out. I'm super terrified. I don't know what to do. I didn't see anyone or hear anything until that voice happened, but it just sounded like an echo. So, I don't know. I don't know. You guys tell me what you see, but that right there looks like a f***ing face to me. I don't know.
Now, what do you think Taylor caught on camera? Is it real? Or is it just an elaborate hoax?
I don't know.
You decide. Before we...
Found that one a little bit more believable than the first one.
More believable than the first one, but yeah, just the voice, the audio on that part busted for me. And two, it's just like, why the fuck wouldn't you call the cops?
Especially finding shit like that down there.
It's like, what?
It's like, officer, I think something bad happened here, and this little girl.
Well, the drawings is a dead giveaway. It's bullshit right there.
You think?
Like the pentagram and stuff like that. I mean, that's all bogus bullshit. You know, drawing a pentagram does not have any supernatural powers. The dead are not drawing pentagrams on fucking walls or papers. And yeah, they drew it like crayon style to make it look like a little fucking girl. That's like the thing. Somebody's fucking them.
Yeah, fucking with them, or
yeah,
or
Okay,
she did. I don't know.
I have looked up the app, by the way.
Uh huh.
It doesn't work how I thought it did, and it's not what they describe it as. The app provides you with a totally random set of coordinates within a set radius. You can then choose if you'd like to adventure to the point. It's been said by the Randonaut community that breaking out of what's called your probability tunnel can bring about serendipitous experiences and provide great fun while journeying into the world around you.
Oh yeah, I mean, I bet you it still is fun. It's kind of like Sense Ball Tunnel. I've been creeped out by that motherfucker plenty of times.
Oh, dude, since
Yeah,
go
but
there.
essentially, it's like
it's creepy as shit.
It's not necessarily going to take you anywhere interesting though. It's probably just going to take you to the middle of the woods, or even like just a random place that's actually well populated. But
yeah,
I guarantee it's going to take us to one random place in Lee County. We're going to climb up on the side of this hill. All of a sudden, be like, hey, wait a second, is that fucking drone?
Yeah, I know.
Me and Jacob went on an excursion for like a few hours looking for a drone one day.
The thing about it for me though is it doesn't sound like a good idea necessarily, because it can lead you into private property probably.
That could be
end up
bad.
trespassing on someone's land and get yourself shot.
Yeah.
Especially here in the South. South USA, like you're very likely, if you accidentally walk through the wrong backyard, to have someone at least run you off wielding a gun, if not actually shoot at you.
Or a shovel.
Yep.
Get the fuck off.
B,
all of a sudden it's just like ping.
with the woods in this area, like you're not necessarily safe just going off of the beaten path, because you could end up like on a fucking
you shouldn't go by yourself.
A sheer drop off somewhere you can get hurt at. There's animals like bears and shit around.
Well, I'd be afraid.
There's gopher holes you can fall in, shatter your ankle, or
venomous snakes.
Like that motherfucker with the machete that went on the Appalachian Trail and just fucking murdered 2 people.
I've heard about that.
Then they let him fucking go, and what's he do? Goes back right up to the Appalachian Trail and fucking does it again.
Yeah. Yeah, go figure. It's like I guarantee.
I can't believe they let him go. I was
dude,
like, what the fuck?
people just like the law just doesn't like work sometimes.
Yeah.
And
It's
I
creepy
hate
to
that.
me too, because I've hiked on the Appalachian Trail before.
I have as well. I've hiked the Creeper Trail, and I've dude, it's.
So I've gone backpacking on the Appalachian Trail on multiple occasions with the Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
That was my first introduction to it too.
Yeah, mine it was.
That guy was
it was
from
my
Unicorn,
granddad.
by the way. The machete, the Appalachian
Machete
Trail
wielder?
machete murderer. Yeah, he was from fucking Irwin.
Jesus.
Or Unicorn County, he didn't say Irwin. But.
Yeah, but still though,
Band
man. That's,
practices.
We move on to the next video. If you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com.
the ghost that scared my mama.
What's at the window? CJ from the YouTube channel CJ Longcrow's Vlogs is exploring the abandoned and allegedly very haunted Crow Creek Reservation High School in
Oh, he's
Stephen,
native.
South Dakota. The school and the land it sits on has a very dark and creepy history.
Let me guess, it's
No,
an
this
ancient
is-
Indian burial ground.
Rewind where he said the land it sits on. Listen to that.
The school and the land it sits on has a very dark and creepy history.
Was that not
In
like an
1880s
They
accent
said
shift?
Yeah. That's probably
It
why.
sounds like he went southern
Reservation
for a
High School
second.
in Stephen, South Dakota. The school and the land it sits
And the
on
land it sits on. There's a little voice
Land
crack.
it sits on.
has a very dark Stephen, South Dakota. The school and the land it sits on.
It sits on.
We just restarted that.
It sits on. Well, I'm sorry. I've been hearing it too, and I'm just like, I can hear. He's trying to enunciate very well with this, but I guarantee you,
a little bit of that southern like is slipping out.
Yeah, it's like
the on just sounds very southern to me. Like,
yeah, it's
instead
like
of on,
but
like
the school
on,
and the land that it sits
like
on.
AWN. That's like how all of my relatives say on that way. Like,
but the school and the land that it sits on
down there.
But the school and the land that it sits on. It's okay.
So a little patch of grass that my truck sits on down there is turned brown. I need to go move it. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Sits on.
Here we go.
There's a very dark and creepy history.
Looks like it.
In 1886, the Catholic Church set up a boarding school for Native American children on this land.
Oh, God.
And then basically forced the reservation children to attend. From the day the boarding school opened, the land seemed cursed. Crops and trees planted on the grounds wouldn't grow. Random unexplained fires destroyed many of the buildings. And the schoolhouse was directly hit and almost wiped out by not one, but two different tornadoes.
Hell no.
But each time, the Catholic Church would simply rebuild the boarding school on the same ground. One of the school's darker stories involves a nun named Sister Wilhelmina Kaufman. On January 12, 1888, during a blizzard, the nun left the school building to go to the laundry house next door. Even though the buildings were very close together, she got lost in the blinding snow and couldn't find her way back to the school.
Oh, damn.
The next morning, her body was found kneeling in the deep snow. She'd frozen to death only 100 feet from the school's door.
Damn.
Cut to modern day. People who live near the Crow Creek Reservation High School report seeing many strange and frightening things. It is said that the terrifying apparition of a nun can be seen roaming the grounds.
Hell no.
And some claim that they have seen dark shadow figures wandering the school's hallways.
Now, that would be creepy.
See,
I was going to say, this dude, like,
I'd definitely go adventure that.
I would too. Dude, I'd have like, I'd put on like, I'd put the GoPro on my head,
Yeah.
I had one on my body, one on my back, and I would just be like, anything happens, I'm set. I'm prepped for this shit. But yeah, CJ Longcrows. Yeah, this dude, I guarantee you, he's heard about this place, especially if he's from this reservation.
Yeah.
He's probably heard about this place, and it's just like, yeah, my family told me not to go near there. Yeah.
CJ Longcrow happens to have a friend that lives on the Crow Creek Reservation, right next to the allegedly haunted school.
Ooh.
So not only was CJ able to explore the abandoned building, but he spent the entire night right beside the creepy school grounds. So early in the night, CJ and his friends head out to explore the school. They find some strange
plural.
graffiti on the walls, and even more bizarre, a floor full of dead birds.
Holy
Oh, that's fucking nuts.
those are dead birds?
But even more alarming are the aggressive living birds and bats that have made their home inside the abandoned school.
Sound like something moved down there. Here, let's do this one first.
Probably some homeless man.
Oh, that's a fucking owl, bro. That's a fucking owl. Like, the higher we got up, like, it seems like that's... Oh.
What's up?
Bro, we just want to get by. Fucking birds on crack, dog.
After a few angry bird and bat attacks, the guys decide to finish up their exploration and just exit the school. But the creepy story doesn't end there. Now, as I mentioned before, CJ is sleeping overnight in a house that is right next to the abandoned school building. So late that night, while his friends are sleeping, he decides to take a walk around the haunted school grounds. It didn't go well.
Everyone else is asleep, so... dude, like, it's so creepy out here, because I've heard so many fucking stories, like... Just so many stories of, like... I just...
So the Wendigo comes out of nowhere and just like scalps
It is
us.
pretty fucking creepy out here, though, I'm not gonna lie, like...
Mothman comes out there.
Oh God!
I mean, just look at this building. Oh, bro.
I saw that. I see it.
Bro.
CJ spots some shadowy figure walking by the abandoned school's third-story window. He freaks out and runs inside to wake up his friend Phil, asking him to join him to go check out the strange shadow. When they reach the third-floor window where CJ saw the figure, what they find is truly bizarre.
Okay, guys, this is exactly
where you saw it.
Where could I have gone though? It's exactly where the I saw it. Hold on, let me see inside there.
I don't know when they got inside after I saw that shit.
Yeah. Maybe.
Now, even though the shadow that CJ saw seems to appear from one side and walk quickly past the window, there's just nowhere to walk. There's a concrete wall on one side of the window and a tiny empty janitor's closet on the other. So where did the shape go? Did CJ Longcrow see one of the strange shadow apparitions that are said to haunt the Crow Creek High School? You decide. You can check out CJ's full exploration video over on his YouTube channel, CJ Longcrow's Logs.
Is it could be one of his friends that he had go up there and everything, but the way it's kind of walking.
Well, the thing about
kind
it
of
is
reminds me of how you would think like a nun or someone like that would be walking.
Very
like
straight up
and proper.
The thing that gets
you know?
me is the shade of black of the shadow that goes through there. It's not like in there because you wouldn't be able to see it very well.
No,
you know, and it's almost like really black. It's solid
Vanta black, like very dark, very dark.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's honestly the most terrifying one thus far.
So far.
I'm not. Yeah, I mean, I'm
I'm
setting my bullshit flag down promptly on that one. I ain't even gonna attempt to throw it on that one. So yeah, this.
I'm always skeptical about this. Well, that's why I said I'm not likely to throw a flag because I'm almost always skeptical on every single one of these kinds of things.
Yeah.
But
that one.
I mean, if it's fake, it's cool.
Oh yeah,
they did a good job.
They did a good job if they faked that.
Yeah.
But that one was probably the most terrifying thus far. Anyway, back to it.
Disappearing Act. Reddit user Edgy Christendom says that he and his girlfriend were exploring an abandoned mental asylum in Baltimore, Maryland, when this happens.
I almost hit that. Yo, this f***ing place is crazy, bro.
In Baltimore, you in
Whoa, I saw that.
That's a homeless dude.
What?
I ain't fuck with that. You're in Baltimore.
I swear I just seen something.
Don't f***ing start it. Babe!
Bro, what the
You're lying. You gotta move.
He turns just in time to catch a dark figure moving through one of the doors. But when he follows, there's no one there.
So you're such a high risk
Edgy
of getting
Christendom
fucking
doesn't
robbed,
necessarily claim that.
you know?
Yeah.
You're at high risk of getting robbed by some homeless man that don't give a fuck.
Nah.
You know, and they said outskirts of Baltimore. Like,
Yeah.
hoods
This is
out
Baltimore, bro.
Fuck
This is
no.
murder capital of the USA.
there.
I mean-
at one point in time, yeah.
Well,
It's
yeah.
changed around a few times.
Well, yeah. I remember
Flint,
Richmond.
Chicago.
Richmond, Virginia was number one for a little bit.
Memphis was on there at one point.
Yeah,
in time.
Memphis.
During COVID, that was like murder.
Oh,
capital.
dude, yeah,
It's like,
dude.
what?
Memphis, Detroit, Chicago.
Yeah. Anyways, that outskirts of there is mostly hood, and you get a lot of homeless people there. So like, you're probably gonna see a lot of homeless people.
Next thing you know, bro, Cephas comes out with a shaggy. He's just like,
Do you
"Give me all your money."
Do you remember the old hospital in Bristol on State Street?
Yes, I do.
Yes, we went into that after like it was old and decrepit and falling apart. We went into there. It was like I think a day before Halloween. Me, Josh, and Justin did, and armed with a crowbar and a fucking mag light. That was about it. We got up to the third floor. We walked up the steps, and you take left the hallway, and guess what? The hallway had collapsed, like all the way down to the first floor. It was like, oh yeah, we're not going there.
Oh fuck
But
that!
we found you can go in the classroom and go around, and it'll take you to the other classroom.
It's like a Dead by Daylight scenario.
Man, we got to the third one. I mean, of course, it was dark as fucking there. It was in the daylight when we did it, though. And yeah, there was a homeless dude in there sleeping. He turned over, "What the fuck you want?" And dude, we hauled ass. I was more scared of some homeless dude than I was a ghost, you know?
Oh yeah, I mean, that's why I'd want to have a gun.
We were like 16, so
I don't have a gun with me, just in case.
yeah.
that the video is anything supernatural, and he says that it could have simply been a homeless person living in the building.
You're right.
But if this was a person, then where did they go?
Probably hopped out the window.
Let me know what you think.
Probably hopped out the window, man.
Just as scared
Camp
as you
Nowhere.
are him.
The popular YouTube Urbex channel Exploring with Josh travels to what is rumored to be an abandoned summer camp in the Catskill Mountains of southeastern New York. The remains of the camp are in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by woods. Josh and his friends explore the mysterious site and discover that it was a former religious summer camp for children.
Nope.
Turns out the religious camp was built in the 1950s and operated for at least 15 years before being abandoned for unknown reasons. As Josh and his friends enter one of the decaying buildings on the property, they find a strange surprise.
Yo, what? What the hell? This is creepy!
Yo!
This is a find. For real. What the heck? Who did that?
Do you think explorers did it, or it was just left like this?
Either satanic ritual cult people, or maybe explorers? I don't know, guys. This is freaking creepy. Look at this. Dude, who really hung all this up? Kind of cool. I like it.
Well,
Dude, someone was hanging up masks up there. So these are obviously people, but that looks like the Ring one.
It does kind of look like Samara from The Ring.
Yeah, on the calendar it says 2001, so unless this place went abandoned in 2001, this is our only trace at the moment
They're fake flowers, you can tell by the stems.
Okay. Yeah, they're
that's impressive.
They'd be dead if they were real.
Yeah, they're decorative flowers.
Like any sort of timeline.
A calendar on the wall dates all the way back to March 2001, so the camp has likely been abandoned for over 19 years. Josh splits off from his friends who are taking pictures of the abandoned buildings. While exploring alone, he finds a broken down RV. He goes inside to take a look and accidentally captures something chilling.
A Winnebago?
It's a little square up there.
Well,
it's a blur. It was left by... I saw that.
Oh, I saw that too.
It was a blur left by accident by him in post-production.
Probably censored that one thing and just left it in there. Forgot to cut it out.
Yeah. Did you see it, Jacob?
No, I didn't. Back up a few seconds.
Look at the top.
Very top of the shot.
Well, there's nothing in here.
The
Put that in the back.
I saw the hand up top.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I've seen enough.
Did you see it? Well, Josh didn't either. But soon after he enters the RV, a mysterious small hand can be seen hitting the skylight on the roof. Now, Josh didn't notice the unexplained little hand, but when he posted his video to YouTube, his viewers were shocked. Some of them think that this could be the ghost of one of the children that stayed at the camp long ago. But what do you think? Is this a ghost accidentally caught on camera? Or simply one of Josh's friends messing around? And if it is one of his friends, they certainly have tiny little hands. Watch your step.
That's weird.
I don't know. That one.
It's interesting.
That one's interesting.
The
but
place is creepy, but the
it always makes me go a little bit better. Like whenever someone doesn't immediately react to something that they're filming too.
Yeah.
Like the fact that he just didn't react to it is a little bit more of a sell to me because it's like, oh, he didn't even notice that, but obviously you can see it really well in the footage.
The first shot.
I
did.
Usually Nate catches stuff like that way faster than I do, but I actually saw it that time.
Because
I saw the movement.
I keep my eyes at the edges because the edges are often where a lot of the weirdest shit happens, especially when the one video we watched that had the ghosts in the Japanese one, like the feet in the bottom there, you see in the very small instance. I missed those and I was just like, oh gosh, okay, so it's the edges. Watch the edges for some real stuff.
French paranormal explorer Oz from the YouTube channel Project Activity travels to haunted locations all over France to investigate and record proof of the paranormal.
Oh, hell yeah.
In this episode, he investigates a house that is said to be extremely haunted. The house's owner, who wishes to remain anonymous, says that both of her grandparents passed away inside the home. She claims that after she moved in with her children, she began to experience terrifying paranormal activity on a daily basis. Every night when she would lie asleep in bed, she says that she would be woken up by the chilling sensation of something stroking and caressing her cheek. Even though the nightly event frightened her, she believed that this could be the spirit of one of her grandparents, peacefully watching over her and her children. But then, one night, something happened that changed her mind forever. Just after midnight, as the woman lay sleeping, she was suddenly jolted awake by the feeling of her bed frame violently shaking. The entire bed seemed to levitate off the ground and then seemed to be forcefully thrown a few feet across the room. The woman now no longer believed that this was the peaceful spirit of one of her grandparents haunting the home. She believed it was something much more dark and sinister, something that might wish to harm her and her children. The family moved out of the house the very next day, and the home has remained empty ever since.
Makes sense.
Paranormal investigator Oz from the YouTube channel Project Activity investigates the mysterious house to figure out just what is haunting the family. In his investigation, he uses some very unconventional tools, one of which is a small piece of paper placed inside a plexiglass box. The idea is that no wind or air currents can move the paper inside the box, so the only way it can move is by something supernatural. Oz is setting up a second device in the same room, which I'll get back to in a second. But as he prepares, right behind him, this happens.
Donc je vais l'activer et je vais vous montrer
See what mini Marshall.
comment.
I see it, yeah.
Alright.
Non, c'est pareil.
The piece of paper inside the plexiglass box mysteriously moves on its own. Oz doesn't notice and continues setting up his second, rather unusual device, a theremin. The theremin is sometimes used as a musical instrument, but it can also be used as a sensor. The theremin creates a tone whenever someone comes close to the antenna on top of the device.
This is a theremin, it's an electronic instrument, and you produce music or sound by waving your hand into an electrical
Claudio
field.
plays one of those in Kohai and Cambria sometimes in live sets.
So not long after Oz has set up the theremin, something very strange happens.
Elle avait ici, alors là je vous montre avec ma petite lampe, il y avait un lit. Donc la tête. Bon, très honnêtement, je sais pas pourquoi il s'est déclenché. Vous pouvez le refaire? S'il se déclenche, je suis pas en courant.
Now, just a bit freaked out, he continues on with his investigation. But it seems that whatever was messing with the theremin isn't done with Oz yet.
Et pour l'histoire, donc comme vous pouvez, j'avais pu le constater, c'est une histoire qui est plutôt intéressante. Merde, c'est quoi ça? C'est la lanière de ma lampe torche. J'ai l'impression qu'on vient de tirer dessus. La lampe torche, elle est au sol.
Oz claims that something pulled on his pocket flashlight and broke the strap, causing the flashlight to fall hard to the floor. But then things get downright chilling.
Il y a eu ce truc avec
Cette batterie, c'est ma lampe là, la lampe de poche qui s'est... J'ai eu l'impression en fait que quelqu'un m'a tiré des mains. Ça a pété la lanière qui est cassée là, vous pouvez le voir. Et en fait, elle est... en fait, la lanière est complètement pétée.
Gotta be burning that fucking house down.
At that point, yeah.
A strange whisper can be heard, and a door behind Oz slams him in the back.
En fait, la lanière est complètement pétée.
Throughout his investigation, Oz has managed to stay relatively calm. But what happens next even frightens him.
Si je vous dérange là, dans cet étage, je descends. Je vous demanderai de ne pas faire de bêtises. Sans déconner, c'est quoi ce bordel? Et franchement, il faut pas faire ça quoi. Putain, je vais me faire pousser quoi.
The ghost hunter gets an unexplained push in the back by an invisible force and almost falls down the stairs. What the woman told him about the dark intentions of the spirit that haunts the home seemed to be true, as he has been attacked not once, but twice, by something he just can't see. So, is this house haunted by some dangerous malevolent spirit or demon?
I don't know.
Let me know what you think down in the
There's a lot of
comments.
history, so I can't call the bullshit card on that one. But
If the dude is like faking that, then
Yeah, he
like,
could easily
he's
fake
doing a really good job of making his shit creepy as fuck. Like he's got some good ideas and he's doing it different than a lot of other people.
The door thing could have just been his hand grabbing it and pushing it into him. You know, just like that.
Yeah, I mean, like the Thurmond could easily like have some kind of like other problem with it, like interference or whatever. But the fact that I've not heard a Thurmond sound exactly like that, because it sounded almost like a low siren.
No, it sounded like he'd take his finger and slowly was going to the top, but it was super consistent.
Yeah,
you know, it was
and
very
Thurmonds
consistent.
are hard to make sound that consistent, really.
Yeah.
Like all the theremin playing I've heard, it sounds a lot different than that. So the fact that it just suddenly sounded like that and he was clearly across the room from it is just like, unless you edited that sound into it, you know, after the fact. It's a pretty impressively creepy idea at the very least if it wasn't real. Like,
Definitely entertaining.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean,
and like I appreciate the fact that we didn't actually see anything tangible in that too, because I'm much more likely to be like, that's really strange if there's just like unexplained shit happening, but you don't actually see like, oh, there's a little girl like in the hallway there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just more like the stuff you can't see to me is actually a little creepier than the stuff that you can sometimes.
Yeah.
Like the creepiest thing visibly.
In a house one time that was like terribly haunted, and we left at about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah?
I don't fuck around with that shit. Hell no. Like that. Like yeah, there was just all kinds of shit going down that night. And I was like, we do not need to be here. And
was it the Philippines that was that place they were in? That
Malaysia and the
video we
Philippines,
watched?
yeah.
Yeah, like that was the most visibly creepy thing I think I've seen on a ghost video so far, when that face appeared in front of those two dudes that were trying to climb up the back roof.
Oh, no, that was Cambodia. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember they were talking about that, and that face appearing on camera, and then we see the disembodied, like what looks like a severed head, like up in the rafters.
Yeah. The severed head was one thing, but the face in the back, I was like, if that was fake, that was fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, that was creepy as shit looking.
That was
just the way it just materialized in front of them. Like I'd never seen them do it like that on any kind of live footage, you know. Like anything that looked fake or otherwise, you know.
Yeah. Well, that was that.
We'll have to show that to Jacob real quick after we get done with
this. Okay, we'll do that. So, yeah, this one was really good. I liked. Some of these are a bit iffy. Some of these are, you know, worthy of throwing the bullshit flag, but yeah, I mean, these are always fun to watch. I mean, that's one thing about Nuke's Top 5. He always does a good job of, like, so far has done a tremendous job compiling these together. And, yeah, guys, we hope that you all have enjoyed. This was Nuke's top 5. 5 ghost videos so scary they should ban TikTok. I don't think those ghost videos are quite worthy of that. But still, I mean, those were pretty. Oh yeah, it was pretty good. So again, everyone, until next time, signing off. I'm Nate.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Nick.
We'll see you then, everybody. Peace out.